सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om.
So, I was listening to teachings on Vivekachudamani, and I think the question came from that, I think. So there is only consciousness, and matter is just name and form. Matter is consciousness, it's only consciousness. And but matter is form, and consciousness is by definition formless. So how can matter be consciousness if matter is form and consciousness is formless? It doesn't make sense to say that matter is consciousness, because form and formless are two different orders of reality.
Yes, but form is only a concept. So consciousness superimpose in one of its appearances a form and a name. So it's like the ocean and the wave. And the wave believes that it is a separate entity with a particular form, and it creates the illusion of separation, and it gives itself the name Subodhananda. But in reality, there is no any form, there is only the water of the ocean. But from the eyeglasses of somebody, it appears that there is a form. And he or she considers himself or herself as a form or as a being with form separated from the ocean, when in reality there is only consciousness. And also there is consciousness only when we speak about the vyavaharika empirical reality, which means that prior to what we call beingness, we cannot speak even that there is only consciousness. So we speak about consciousness only in this empirical dream reality, within the dream. Prior to beingness, there is only unfathomability. So form and name, nama rupa, are the Sanskritam terms. Names and forms are only concepts, thought forms, mind constructions. So you presuppose that there is form, and then you try to combine and to create a conclusion, but there is no form in the first place, and there is no name in the first place. There are only mind constructions, imaginary constructions.
Okay, so
it's like you say, sorry to interrupt you, it's like you say there is time in this reality, dream reality, and when it started and why. But there is no creation and there is no time. And then if you say why there is creation, you presuppose that there is time, but there is no time and there is no creation. The same with the question of the form. You presuppose that there is form, and then you ask the question, but there is no form. For example, if you are in the deep sleep without dreams, are there any forms there or names?
No, but I'm not in the deep sleep without dreams.
Right now. So with mind constructing, you speak about a form, but the form itself is only a mind construction, only a term, an imaginary term. It has, of course, its practical use in what we call Vyavaharika dream reality, empirical reality, a lower level, so to speak, of reality. It's just an expression to make a distinction between the absolute truth and what we call the relative truth. But in this dream reality, all forms have a practical use, of course. You cannot go to the bank and say, I'm Brahman, I'm infinite consciousness, impersonal awareness, and I want my money. It could be nice if we can work like this in this dream reality, but it is impossible. So practical use of forms and names are perfectly legitimate. And if you use the compass of Dharma, then everything is okay. But not that they do really exist, forms and names.
Well, if a form is a mind construction, mind is also not formless. Consciousness is formless. And the second point is the forms that appear to the eyes. You can see them visually. Everything in this dream reality, or in a dream for that matter, can be perceived as a visual entity, a visual form. But consciousness is formless, so it still, to me, feels contradictory.
Yes, but if you speak about the consciousness being formless, again, you try to superimpose in consciousness the term formless. So, consciousness does not have the attribute formless, that it is formless. Consciousness is what we call in Advaita Vedanta the substratum. But this substratum, if you say that it is formless, you presuppose that there is form. But it is only a distinction in the scriptures for pedagogical reasons, in order for distinction and in order for the teaching to take place. Later on, as somebody is advancing in the scriptures, we can learn that there is no form and there is the lack of form. That both are terms, both are mind constructions, names and forms, nama rupa, just concepts. So form and the lack of form are within the dream as concepts. If we go prior to beingness, they are meaningless. There is no any meaning to speak about form and formlessness. But in this dream reality, we use this distinction just for the teaching reasons. Because people believe that everything has a form and the mind is, by its nature, can understand only by creating distinctions of such kind, like with names and forms and labels, then the teaching needs to go and to proceed through this kind of distinctions until the teaching will take you further to the most profound leap to understand that there is no any term, actually. All the terms are just within the dream. That's why we say that prior to beingness, you cannot use any terms and any attributes prior to beingness. It is unfathomable. Even to say it is unfathomable, already you are within the terms.
Yeah.
Because to say it is a term, is a term, and unfathomable, still it is a term. Still, all these three are mind constructions.
Yeah, you're describing something.
Yes, when in reality you cannot speak. That's why it is important to remain in silence. After a particular understanding, a profound understanding, a permanent conviction, then you cannot speak. Because whatever you will say, it will be wrong. It will be fallacy. illusion. You cannot speak prior to beingness. Still, the teaching is useful, because if you have, let's say, suffering, because you believe that there are forms, then it is better to start to understand the distinctions between formless and form. For example, you can use the teachings to understand that what is watching, the witnessing consciousness, is formless. It is not. It doesn't have form like the body-mind complex, especially the body, not the mind. We cannot say it has a form, but the body has a form. And if you have the attachment and identification with the body, then it is useful for the guru to come and tell you, look, what is the witnessing consciousness of this particular body that you consider it as yourself or your body is formless. And it cannot have also a location. It is locationless and it is unborn. So the guru knows that there is no form and there is no even formlessness, and that both of them are within the dream as terms, as concepts within the dream, but still will use the teachings to help you not to experience suffering due to the identification with the body which has form. So all has a meaning within the dream. Just like the kid, you cannot introduce to the kid that everything is in quantum physics the singularity of consciousness, as so many quantum physicists they claim now, the last 50, 60 years. You cannot introduce that to the kid in the first class of the basic school. So you start with what they call the basic physics, or the physics which is relative and for 3 dimensions. And then maybe if there is intelligence, you can introduce to this kid later on, when he will be enough mature, quantum physics. So the same with the teachings. That's why there is a need of the guru, because the guru will decide and will automatically recognize what kind of tools and what kind of teachings he needs to use to support the sisya, the seeker. If the sisya is alone and he will try to find the truth by himself, by reading books or listening to YouTube videos or whatever,
good luck.
Then he will be in total confusion and ignorance and darkness. Because the scriptures themselves, they have a usage for the junior seeker and also for the senior seeker. But who can determine, who can decide which angle of the scriptures is relevant to him or her? Only the guru is enough prepared to do so. Because the guru did himself the process with his guru as well, and his guru with his guru, and that goes back to beginningless time.
Yeah.
It's very important to understand that everything about the teaching is within the dream. The teaching has no any usage prior to beingness, prior to what we call vyavaharika dream reality, or empirical reality, or reality of a lower level.
Yeah.
All these are just expressions, helpful, skillful means, but that's all. Sooner or later, somebody needs to go beyond them. It's like the thorn that you use to take out the thorn. You use the thorn, you take out the thorn, but then you don't keep it, the thorn, because you don't need it anymore. Or you use the boat to go to the other side of the river or the lake, but then you don't carry the boat with you. You will be enough clever, I think, not to carry the boat after.
Yeah.
All are pointers only. Like the Zen story, you know.
Finger pointing at the moon.
Yes. Not the absolute truth. The absolute truth is unfathomable, cannot be spoken with words. We cannot speak about that, because there is only that, and it is unfathomable. Nevertheless, if you believe that you are a distinct human being among 8 other billion human beings in an infinite universe or universes, as part, a tiny part of these infinite universes, then you can start with using the teaching, and step by step, with baby steps, you can arrive to the mature point where you don't need anymore the teachings. But the Upanishads, certainly, they mention that in the mature states of a jnani, there is no need anymore of teachings, there is no need of practice, there is no need of sadhana, and the jnani will just abide as Brahman, or if he has the skills developed by previous dream lifetimes, he may play the role of the guru. But it's not that a jnani will continue to study or do any kind of sadhana or has any particular need to do anything at all. And if the jnani happens to be, let's say, a grihasta, not a sannyasi, not a monk, you may see the jnani just appearing as a simple person, simple family person, who is just doing his duties as a grihasta, as a family person. But deep inside, in inverted commas, he or she knows the truth. And look, I say the truth, but the truth is also a concept.
Okay.
Try to understand also that all the kind of teachings can be useful only if you do the test with the deathbed. While you are in the deathbed, which kind of teachings are useful? This is a good test. Otherwise, a lot of people are learning this and that and running to buy books and webinars and going to retreats and buying all kinds of unnecessary items and retreats and everything. And if you ask them, while you will be in the deathbed, What will be of usage this moment when you are ready to see the body to disappear? Because if you don't have this usage, then you are just wasting your time. All this terminology, even what we take as very supreme or profound terms like Brahman or Paramatman or Parabrahman, or the Guru, the Sisya, Ishvara, God, Maya, all are just terms. Useful, but they're just terms. They're just concepts. Very useful, but concepts. Somebody needs to profoundly understand that there is only that, and I'm only that. All the rest are just mind gossiping. And then, of course, there is a practical use of the Sanatana Dharma teachings regarding the dream life. Of course, everything is useful, whether you want to have a nightmare as a dream or a beautiful dream of life, or everything is beautiful to use. The scriptures will help you, will give you all the tools you need to have a very pleasant and beautiful dream if you use the instructions of the scriptures. And if you don't use, then you will experience a nightmare. But both the nightmare or the pleasant dream are still a dream. And what you really are is unborn, never had a life and will never have a life. It is an identity which is devoid of any identity. Unidentified identity. Locationless, nameless, unborn, deathless. So what you really are never had a dream, never had karma. So many terms out there. Still, if you believe you are somebody, then you will experience what we call punyam and papam. Good and bad karma. So everything has its usage, of course, and everything is respectable within the dream. But we must always remember that what we are is something unfathomable. Prior to beingness, you cannot speak. Like your presence is completely unidentified, locationless. And prior to beingness, you cannot even speak about presence.
So presence is synonymous with the witnessing consciousness.
Yes.
And the witnessing consciousness is synonymous with reflected consciousness.
Yes.
So does it not have a location though? Because
no, there is no location.
every person's got their individual reflected consciousness.
Yes, but it is not within the skull. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
but still, people believe that it is within their skull or within their body, which is completely absurd. Because how you can imprison the witnessing consciousness or reflected consciousness or witnessing consciousness inside the physical body or the skull. And that's why, because they believe it is imprisoned inside their skull or inside their body, that's why they perceive what we call an internal and an external world, when in reality is only an illusion. There is no internal world, there is no external world, and ultimately there is no world at all. Only names and forms, only superimposition, only a projection, a dream.
It seems very difficult to get out of one's head, so to speak.
It's trillions and trillions, infinite lifetimes. So it is a habitual tendency of what we call the apparent mind. Of course, it is extremely difficult. That's why we need all the tools required. A guru parampara, śravaṇam, mananam, nididhyāsanam, the dhārmic lifestyle. And prior to this, we need also karma yoga, karma kanda, citta suddhi, purification of the mind. Otherwise, it is extremely, extremely, extremely difficult. The mind will resist, will create always obstacles and confusion because it doesn't want to get suicide. Even if it does not exist, its nature is to wish to preserve its illusory existence as a separate being. The mind is the one who is creating this illusion as a separate individual being, believes it is a samsari, and the mind itself is, when out of a lot of suffering wishes to be liberated from the suffering, becomes the jnani. So the samsari and the jnani is also an illusion, because there is only one enlightened one self-realized one, or a jnani. That, and you are that, forever and ever as a nitya mukta, eternally liberated. So the one who believes that he or she is not a jnani and he or she is a samsari is within the dream an illusion. And hence the process of changing this modality, mind mode, is within the dream as well. The path.
Yeah. Well, I should have that all figured out by next Sunday, I think.
It would be great. It is possible. There is no like a prerequisite time, so to speak, in inverted commas, for a permanent recognition and conviction that there is only that and I am that. Each and every apparent individual, illusory individual, needs more or less procedure based on his or her previous sadhana and efforts in previous dream lifetimes. But the good news is that you have been always that and there is only that. All the rest is only an illusion. For example, you can, I can direct you, guide you to see right now that who is appearing to ask the questions as Subodhananda, as somebody, where does he appears? There is a substratum, isn't it? A substratum of presence, a substratum of awareness. And this substratum, this screen, has the ability and is illuminating, highlighting, or accommodating this apparent individual called Subodhananda. But this substratum, can you find if it has a beginning or an ending point?
No, it's always the same.
Always the same. It is vast. It is unchanging, always unmodified. Does it have an age?
No.
Did it ever had a beginning point like a birth?
No.
Can that be possible? That you say, yes, before some trillions of years I had an experience that I have my beginning as awareness. Can that be possible?
I don't think so.
It's not possible. Because even if you say this wrong phrase, my next question will be, and what was aware of this beginning experience? So awareness cannot have a beginning, cannot have a birth, cannot have limitation of any kind. The term limitation is appearing because of its accommodation. Awareness, or the substratum, can accommodate all kinds of terms and mind constructions, names and forms, nama rupa, concepts of any kind. But itself is beyond all kinds of concepts. And the good news is this is what you are. The guy who is appearing and disappearing is only a bundle of thoughts and memories and labels. The guy Subodhananda is somebody who is from who born in Scotland, and he's such years old, he's a male, he's a video editor, this and that. What all is all this except just concepts? Just names, just labels. But where is the one? Where is this body, this guy? You can see the physical appearance, but where is this, the one who says, this is my body? Somebody is saying that. Can you find him?
No, other than the concept, Subodhananda or I, there's nothing.
Exactly. You can see only the physical appearance of the supposed one called Subodhananda. So whatever you see is only an object. Even what you call I is just something like an object that appears and disappears. I, Subodhananda, does it appear in the deep sleep without dreams?
No.
Still, when you wake up in the morning, you are aware that there was a very beautiful deep sleep, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you were not dead, thank God. But where is this guy? Why he disappeared? Maybe because he does not exist actually. Anyway, he will disappear. In maximum 50, 60 years, he will disappear. And his body will be 2 meters underground or cremated. Still, he wants to be enlightened, he wants to be self-realized. Such a stupidity, idiotic belief system, when in the first place he does not exist. Why not to see? Why not to see right now that this substratum is what you are? There is what you are doesn't need this guy at all. Let him appear from time to time and disappear, but just laugh with his illusory existence and his desire to become a jnani or to become a jivan mukta, a self-realized one. Just laugh with him, because you can ask him, where are you? You are asking for stopping being a samsari and becoming a self-realized one, a jnani, but where are you in the first place? I cannot reach you. I want to have a handshake with you. Where are you? How can you possibly believe that you are a samsari and then you want to become a jnani, when in reality I cannot even find you? You are just a concept. A concept wishes to change from being a samsari and then becoming a jnani. Very big joke. Or drama.
Comedy drama.
Yes, you can choose. Meanwhile, this substratum is perfectly fulfilled and doesn't need anything at all. It doesn't say I'm a samsari, it doesn't say I'm a jnani, it doesn't say anything at all. It doesn't need to say something. It's not somewhere or anywhere or everywhere. It doesn't say I'm here. It doesn't say I exist. It doesn't say I'm this or that or any labels. Just check for some seconds. Is there any problem if there is no thinking?
No.
Then after some seconds, there will appear something like a question. Yes, but... Yes, but after I have this problem, I have to go to do this, or I don't have enough money, or my friend betrayed me. And still the appearances of the thoughts will continue up until the exhaustion of prarabdha karma. The point is to recognize that there are only labels and only thought forms, concepts. Just like you are the sky, and from time to time they do appear clouds. And what? What can happen to you, the sky? You can see the clouds, okay. But if you are the sky, where is the problem if there are clouds? Or if you are the ocean and they do appear waves, where is the problem? The one wave is called Subodhananda, a very, very, very strange guy who believes he is a samsari and wants to be a jnani. And he believes also there is another wave with the name Saccidānanda Ācārya. As a distinct entity. So there are two distinct waves, entities. One of them is Subodhananda sisya, and another wave is Saccidānanda Ācārya wave, who plays the role of a guru. And the one is helping the other to become a jnani. Such a fallacy. When in reality, these two waves are only the ocean. And there are no waves in the first place, only the water. Okay, the one wave knows that is the ocean, and the other wave, Subodhananda, don't have a permanent conviction still that there is only, he is only the ocean. He in inverted commas, of course, or it in inverted commas. It doesn't matter. Sooner or later will come this conviction. Then Subodhananda wave can play also the role of a guru to the other waves within the dream. No more can be said.
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।